What up? It's your boy, the Piss Poi Manager, and this is episode 9, season 1 of the Boondocks, Return of the King. This is an episode about Martin Luther King, and they kind of mix a little bit of history. They kind of change, they alter history basically a little bit. You guys will see what I'm talking about, but hope you guys enjoy, and yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr. was shot in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
In real life, he got shot and he was mortally wounded, but he died about an hour or two later from the gunshot wound, but they changed it a little bit.
He was critically injured. Dr. King fell into a coma. The world waited for news of his fate. There were no riots. Time passed. King faded into memory. There was no national holiday.
I think that would be interesting, like living in a world without Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I mean, I don't know how much it would like necessarily affect but like if he lived longer, of course it would have been beneficial. He was a great man and he fought for a lot of people's freedom, and it just would be interesting to live in a world where he was still like alive somehow.
Then, on October 27, 2000, 32 years after he was shot, Martin Luther King Jr. came back.
32 years? That is so... Do you know how much... I had to look up to see how much the average cost for a hospital stay in the United States, and it's saying it's a little over $2,000. So of course this episode came out in about 2006. So I mean, I didn't do the math on how much it was then, but I basically took 32 years and I took the days and I multiplied it. It's just crazy. It would have roughly estimated over 32 million just to keep him alive there. That's just wild. And of course, people, I mean, it's a big deal, seeing somebody come back that's a big political figure like that after so long. There's also multiple streets named after him, and in the show, they show that in those areas, sometimes it's not the safest, unfortunately.
People took to the streets to celebrate the return of their king.
Oh, shit, my nigga MLK! Hey, what's up, folks? Hey, that Got a Dream shit was off the chain, nigga. Hey, hold up, folks. Let a nigga roll. Let a nigga march.
Thank you very much.
What's up,
He learned that streets named after him weren't the very safest.
I'm not gonna lie, if this happened in real life, there probably would be so many bandwagon people just jumping on.
Picked when on August 1st, 2001, Martin Luther King presented Video of the Year with Puffy at the MTV Video Music Awards.
I love you, MLK!
Well, Puffy, like you, I can't stop. I won't stop. I don't even know how to stop.
Apparently Diddy didn't know how to stop either, because, this did not age great.
Guess what? How do you think the United States should respond to the terror attacks of 9/11?
Well, as a Christian, we are taught that you should love thy enemy, and if attacked, you should turn the other cheek. What?
Everyone disliked that. But I don't know why they're upset or mad, because that's what he did back in the day. In the 50s and 60s, they marched and they were nonviolent about things. They just were protesting.
America was outraged.
The president was very concerned by some comments made by some ex-civil rights leaders, and those people in question should watch their goddamn fucking mouths.
I'm not a huge fan of politics and stuff in general. It's usually always a shit show. But this is an interesting episode.
Of course, an Al-Qaeda lover like Martin Luther King wants us to just roll over and let the terrorists win because he hates America. My suggestion, go take another 30-year nap, commie bastard.
That's crazy. Just saying that, just assuming that he's an Al Qaeda lover because he doesn't want to be violent. Wow, that's crazy, man. But anyway, next scene, they're gonna be at a bookstore signing.
By a small publisher. It was called Unimpressive by the Woodcrest Post Gazette.
Okay, now. And who am I making this out to?
Huey Freeman.
Also, apparently, Granddad knew Martin Luther King Jr. back in the day, so that's cool.
Robert Freeman?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I never thought I'd see you again.
How you been?
Well, I was shot and had a bit of a coma for a few decades.
I'm sorry, Granddad, but how did you not know what happened to Martin Luther King? But okay, apparently Uncle Ruckus knew him too, though.
I've been throwing bricks at your marching ass since 1959. Hey, shut the hell up, you black son of a bitch. What's wrong with y'all? Thank God for the white man's infinite mercy, Martin Luther King. Cause if it was up to me, I'd unleash the hound and turn y'all niggas into puppet child. I would...
Bro, Uncle Ruckus, bro, stop it. Get some help. Oh my God, man. But anyway, next scene, they're at the house and Tom Dubois is there. They're all eating dinner or lunch.
Thunder.
Robert, you got to let it go.
What did Rosa Parks do to you?
Robert was a member of the Montgomery Bus Boycott Strategic Planning Committee in 1955. He was on that bus with Sister Rosa that fateful day.
No.
Yeah, so he doesn't like Rosa Parks because Rosa Parks took his thunder.
Okay, this is it, brother. Remember, no matter what they do, nobody gives up their seat. You dig?
We shall not be moved.
Psych, you thought. They obviously don't do that.
Y'all can go head on to the back.
We's moving, Mr. Boss Man. We's moving. Lord, sure do wish these here feet could move.
Hey, yo, bro, chill. That is, whoa. Whoa.
Could move faster for you, Mr.
Move,
Boss
boy.
Man. Have some roller skates on, I can get back there real quick. This here far enough for you, Mr. Boss Man? I can press myself up against the cold glass window. This good?
You, go ahead to the back.
No, I am not going to move.
I kind of can see why Granddad would be mad because he said the same thing and the dude didn't bat an eyelash, but because it was a woman, he had a problem. I don't know.
Mr. Bus Driver, sir, she ain't move.
Just stop, bro. Just stop. Anyway, the next scene, Martin Luther King is watching TV and Huey shows up.
Oh, Lord. What?
Watching some Gangstalicious videos, nice, but yeah, he can see that, like, what has happened in all the time that he's been gone, the 30 plus years.
I'm not going. I quit.
Dr. King,
I don't wanna.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., you get out of that room and continue to fight for freedom and justice this instant.
That's pretty funny, but Huey and Martin Luther King, they go and they try to get the word out, but Martin Luther King basically just doesn't know that there's so many people and word gets out faster than it did back then.
So I hired an urban promotions firm to help get the word out. Uh-oh. Was that bad? Huey, are you sure we're in the right place? Stupid.
This dude right here, the bodyguard dude right here, this man's is a problem. He's a complete problem. Nice cameo there from a pimp named Slickback.
What's up?
My name is
I'll tell you right now, you Y'all ain't getting in without no free man.
What? Sir, we need to get in, because
Tell you right now, you ain't getting in with them shoes.
What's wrong with my shoes?
Excuse me, sir. I'm Martin Luther King. And I'm Malcolm X, nigga. You still ain't getting in here with them shoes.
That is genuinely one of my favorite lines from the whole entire episode right there. But he's like, hey, if you want to get in, pay me $50.
$50.
What?
$50 each. You want to get in or not?
So of course they comply with the dude, but then they go backstage. And I don't know if this dude has a twin or if he's just like super fast or something, but he's back there too.
Yo, we gotta get back there.
I'll tell you right now, you ain't getting back here without a wristband.
A what?
A wristband.
This is Martin Luther King.
I'm surprised they let you in here with those shoes.
This man really has a problem with their shoes, but I get it not having a backstage wristband, but what the hell? Anyway, Martin Luther King sees that everybody's just acting a fool, and he starts spewing off, just ranting, going crazy, and everybody started listening, and it's a cool moment. But it's a very long, so I'm gonna have to skip a little bit of it, unfortunately. I read the wiki for this episode because I was genuinely curious, but apparently they're saying that this could be just all a dream from Huey. And I think that's an interesting concept, but I'm hoping that's not true, but I don't know.
That was the last time I saw Dr. King.
He was like, peace.
Refusing to disrupt. The president is urging everyone to stay calm and obey the curfew.
You're horrible! We repeat.
In the beginning of the episode, Huey did say he wanted people to get mad and have something to fight for, pretty much. So I guess in a way, he got what he wanted. Anyway, he dies not too long after, I guess, and then Oprah Winfrey becomes president in 2020. That's obviously not what happened, but they try to predict that. That's kind of funny and interesting, but I do like that episode. It's one of the highest ranked episodes from the series, and I see why, and I love it. It's like a big what-if scenario for, in history. It's an interesting concept, but hope you guys have a great one, and peace.